everybody? It's LGD Set here, and this is Milk Road Degen for Friday, June 27th. And we are talking today, State of the Trenches. We cover a lot of stuff on the show. A lot of it's meme coins, unfortunately, but we cover a lot of other stuff. But today, we're going to discuss a very sweet article from Nico about the current state of the trenches. And we're also going to go through our tokens that we called this week are called discussed on the show. Let's put it that way. Tokens that we discussed on the show, as well as one pretty good tech token, AI tech token that I think could be kind of like a sleeping beauty, sleeping giant, as well as just some general metas that I've been seeing today. Before we start, I want to do a little plug for just Milk Road Pro overall. So Milk Road Pro is basically going to be an incorporation of Milk Road Pro as it exists currently, which is the Milk Road subscription that you can do, which gives you incredible big term insight from the Milk Road team. We're also launching a pro channel for Milk Road Degen. So everything that you see right now on the show, in the free newsletter, that's all going to stay free. The show will always be free. The newsletters will always be free, but we are adding a few different bits to that. One of them is already a private chat with me. There's a Degen Zone channel available to pro members in the Milk Road Discord. So you can chat with me any day you want. We're going to be doing AMAs every 2 weeks where maybe you can ask me to share your portfolio or share. You can share your portfolio and ask me to roast it. And I'll be discussing kind of other trends that I'm personally looking at. We're also working on a signals channel where, unlike this show where we kind of discuss yes or no's, maybes, I don't know. This channel will be specifically like, hey, I'm buying this right now, or I'm selling this right now. And there will also be a once a week pro newsletter where I discuss kind of like a little trade diary, but also things that I'm excited about that coming week. So those are all the things going on. It's launching mid-July. And starting July 1st, it's going to be way more expensive than this. Oh, and sorry, the third thing you get access to, you get Milk Road Pro, you get Degen Pro, and you also get Macro Pro. So Milk Road also just recently launched Milk Road Macro. They also have a pro subscription coming with some special features. So if you want access to all three of those together, you can get it for literally $25 a month, okay? Or $250 a year. And here's the link somewhere. The link is somewhere. It's a terrible link. I don't know why the link is like that, okay? I don't even know where to share the link. We're going to put it in the chat, but it only shows up in the chat in, here we go. Here, let's see if I can I put it in my own chat? Hopefully this doesn't destroy my computer. Let's see if I can put it in my own chat so you guys can get it. Here we go. Let's go. Can I chat in here? Here we go. I'm putting chat. There you go. There you go. There it is. Click on that. That's the link you want to click on if you want to get this. And the reason I'm promoting it now is because on July 1st, it's going to go up by a lot. It's going to go up to $100 a month and $1,000 a year. So you're literally getting in at 25% of the price that we're about to charge. And it's really only for people who loyally watch the show, right? That's happening in 4 days from now. So I've been working really hard behind the scenes to prepare that pro content. What you see here on the show and in the newsletter, that's surface level, okay? It's not deep. It's not deep like you're going to see in the pro stuff. That's where I'm really going to put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that pro content. So that's going to be starting mid-July. Your chance to subscribe for way less than in a week from now is right now. So the link is in the chat. I'm also going to post it on Twitter. So make sure you get in on that. There it is. Boom, right there. You got to make sure you click on that link so that they know that you came from my show and not from some other Milk Road thing because they're running a whole campaign. You have to let them know LG sent you. So you go and you smash that link. Okay. So let's get into a couple different things. State of the trenches. Okay. Let's get this link out of here. Nico, who is this person? Honestly, don't even know who that is. Hold on, wait. I'm still talking somewhere on this. Here we go. Nico, who's this guy, put out this a review on the current state of the trenches, part 2. Give him a little like, folks. And this basically details, I thought this was a very good summary of where things are at in terms of the trenches, right? Because the trenches has kind of been a term for like maybe a year and a half since this new meme coin meta has been up, since Pump.fun has been live. There's nothing in terms of like really deep insight in this article. So I'll give you a TLDR and then I'll link it in the thread. But basically, he's previewing that Pump.fun is going to be raising $1 billion at a $4 billion valuation. That's the big thing that's looming here in the meme coin trenches. Okay, that's coming. I think that's coming very soon. Polymarket has its chances at like 60 or 70% that it's going to happen before the end of July. So it's coming very soon. Axiom is dominating as a trading platform over other platforms like Photon and all the other stuff that's been launched. Axiom has been the clear winner, and it's been my main trading tool for the last 2 months or so. Let's Bonk is making some waves. Here you go. Axiom with a 61% dominance and $137 million in fees. Photon used to be the one. They made $410 million in fees, but slowing down now. Axiom with almost 45,000 daily active users, which is berserk. Launchpad Wars, basically giving a kind of a brief breakdown of Believe and how it's kind of fizzled. Although we did put out a newsletter this week about some of the top tokens if you think it can come back. Bonk kind of rising the ranks with the launch of Useless, which we have to, we're going to cover on the show today, is looking really juicy. Look at that insane chart. What else did he say in this article? That Pump has made $765 million in fees, which is absolutely berserk and should make everybody want a piece of this market. And that we've actually seen volume on Pump.fun start to pick back up after the winter lull. So volume still not as crazy as it was at the end of 2024, but still doing quite well. Still almost like $1 billion on a daily basis or a weekly basis. I think it's a weekly basis. Yeah, weekly basis. So a lot of very good info in here if you want a general summary of what's happening in the trenches, and good to know generally that they're alive. They're alive. The trenches are alive, and that's one of the places we live. Although with the launch of Degen Pro and a few other changes I want to make, I think we're still going to talk about this high level trench stuff, but I want to get a lot deeper. I think there's a lot more money to be made in picking fewer coins, but also looking a little further to the future. So we're going to get back. We're going to be focusing on that in the next little bit. All right, let's just move over really quick to the metas of the last like 24 hours, and then we'll talk about one actual token that I think could be a good sleeper pick. It's sitting at around $8 million right now, but I think that it has a big investor behind it, and I think it could actually do quite well. So last 24 hours meta, I opened Dex Screener last night, and I literally saw these tokens: Fart House, BJ Coin, and Sex Coin. This happens once in a while. So Fart House, everything now is being created into some kind of derivative of Chill Guy and House Coin, because that's the ultimate meme. We've covered Chill House many times. Now we have Chill Gull, which is also absolutely hilarious. It went over $1 million, which is absolutely insane. And if you like Chill Gull, you can get in at a nice potential floor of 400K. But I feel like this is the kind of thing that goes to zero like instantly. It even has a community, the Chill Gull community, 208 people in here, including Blockchain Bob. Hey, Blockchain Bob, with 35,000 followers. What the fuck? Just out of curiosity, what is a Chill Gull? Oh my God. I love this space sometimes, man. It's so funny. Well, all the time, but this is particularly funny. Here's my, I have my 48-hour filter on that I've mentioned many times, but let's just go through it where you can see, Sex Coin is $7 million in volume, Fart House 6.4, Chill Gull 6.3, all this hilarious stuff, beating out things like Launch Coin and Gore and Fart Coin. Those tokens, those memes having way more volume than any actual token. So, I definitely think I love this meme. Is this going to be a meme? I love this meme so much. I definitely think the trenches are alive and well. Oh, this is such a fake looking chart. There's no way. There's no way there's a real chart. I don't believe you. I don't believe you that's real. Anyways, I'm not saying buy Chill Gull. I just thought it was funny. I thought the Pervy coins were token. And while we're talking leading coins, let's just give an appreciation, honestly, for this Useless chart. Absolutely berserk. This thing is on an absolute heater. And this little emoji here, that's where we first mentioned it on the show over a month ago. We talked about it here. It'd be a nice 6 or 7x since then, even a nice 15x from the lows that we could have bought it so many times at the start of June. And now at the end of June, it's going to break 150. I think over the weekend, this will continue to rip. And, it's one of those tokens where I'm always like, well, I think I'm too late because I'm an idiot. And It's totally going to go to $1 billion. It's obviously going to go to $1 billion. I've said that so many times that if you had to pick any token, if I had to bet on a token to go to $1 billion, this is what I would pick. I don't know if it's going to happen yet. I really wish there was a pullback, but would I have the balls to buy it at like a $70 million pullback or something like that? I don't know. I think all great tokens need several 70 to 80% drawdowns before you buy them. So if I were to buy it, and again, it hasn't reached its high of this current, push, but let's say the high is 150 million. So what, a 75% drawdown from that is what? Not good at math. That would be what, like 30, like 40 or so. So we're going to target, here we go. There was kind of like there is a bit of a resistance line for a couple days here around June 11th. So let's put our entry for useless all the way down at 35 million. If it comes back down to 40 million, we're buying that thing, man. We're getting in on it. Let's move on. So I have an actual token to share with you, and it's called NUIT.fun. NUIT, which means night in French. I'm French. So this is kind of like an info tool where they are basically going to be kind of like a Google ChatGPT for all of crypto and all of InfoFi. And they're promising that you're going to be able to just smash lines like this. Are there any new Uniswap governance proposals? Oh, so boring. Who'd look that up? What's the latest trendy bet on Polymarket? That's good. And you're basically going to be able to put that into their tool here and run it. I spent so much time doing this, trying to get it to work before realizing that it's not even live yet. So don't even try it. But basically, they're promising they're going to be able to do this. They have a nice manifesto, tokenomics. You can stake the token, which I don't think it's live yet. But I think that's kind of a cool tool. I think you'll need staked tokens to get in on it. And if you read through their tokenomics, they actually have a pretty interesting buyback and burn mechanism, very, very deflationary. And actually, I think they're doing buybacks they're doing buybacks and giving it to stakers, which is nice. Always weary of tokenomics like that when they launch, when they have the tokenomics down, but they don't have the product down. Always a little sketched out by that. However, this company is backed by DCGO, which is a pretty massive. They're the parent company of Grayscale, which is Berserk. So these guys are apparently investors in this company, which I think is pretty massive. I mean, at the very least, I'm assuming that the founders are kind of legit. The token, here you go. You've got some of the info if you look through Twitter. Yeah, okay, here you go. Sorry. DCGO features not the core, Note as a portfolio company. Well, they have things in Italian and French. Come on, dude. So they listed on their website, and Note is the parent company, is the developer of NUIT.fun. Who do they follow? Here you go. Here's the co-founder. Let's go see Andrea Pinto. Let's see what you've been saying, Andrea Pinto. Team is growing. That's it. That's good. The dev is working in their co-working space. They're working real hard in their co-working space. That's good to know. Anyways, let's look at the token. This thing has had some serious action this week. Let's go on a daily. Oh, the candles are super dead. Anyways, this launched at the end of January with a lot of hype around it. Clearly, it hasn't gone to product yet, so buyers kind of left, but it never really dipped too far below $1 million, and now it's been slowly making some moves. Apparently, staking is going to be live this summer, so clearly starting to move in the last couple of weeks on some of that news. Looking to kind of break out today, even, right? This is a nice kind of breakout signal here. It's not really doing it with volume, which I'm very concerned about. 24 hours, 180K, which isn't awful, but obviously is trying to break above that $8 million thing. I think it's not really a play for me just yet. I think that this can come back down. I think that they still have a lot of work to do on the product because it's not even live yet. And they said sometime this summer. But I think, we don't really talk about actual tools very often. So I'm going to add this to the tools list as something that I'm very curious to see how it does. So that's it. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching Milk Road Degen. Thanks for being here. And we'll be back next week with some more fun. Make sure you go sign up for that campaign. The link is in the chat on X. Make sure you go smash that. And we'll be back here next week. Enjoy your weekend.